Yes guys, we're back again with another Elvis reaction. However, this one's slightly different. I've done these kind of comparison ones before. Since I found out that Elvis does covers of loads of different people's songs and stuff to make them his own, it's kind of like I've just done a Frank Sinatra and Elvis comparison. And I personally enjoy doing that. So, I'm not sure if everyone will and you just want to hear Elvis, but on some of the videos we're going to do some comparisons, and this one is the Beatles Something. So I think George Harrison wrote the song just from the description, and Elvis obviously did a cover. To me it's mad to think of the era, because I don't really know what year the Beatles come out and when they were in their prime and when they... I don't know the timeline, so to me I'm like, there's a crossover. Elvis was around at the same time. I know there was a massive thing when the Beatles come out, obviously, like it was a mania, the Beatles mania or something, wasn't it? But the question is, who did this song better? Now we don't have to do a verses, it can just be, it's all love. We know they're both going to be good, but sometimes you have a preference, don't you? Let's get straight into it. We're going to start off with the Beatles, Madison Square Garden. I'm assuming this is a live performance when they were all still obviously together and stuff, but let's get into it. That was sick. The thing with the Beatles that I think is like probably the most like impressive thing about their songwriting is the arrangements of everything. Like most, like even myself, I'm a sucker. When I write a song, more often than not, it's like you write a little intro, like maybe a little guitar piece that I let me brother do because he's the lead guitar. I just do rhythm. So it's like an intro where there's going to be a riff. I might think of the riff in my head and then say, this is how I want it to sound. He will play it, you know what I mean? Then it'll normally be like 2 verses, maybe a pre-chorus, a chorus, 2 verses, a pre-chorus, chorus, and then like an outro. But it always follows the basic structure. And in the Beatles case, it's like the arrangement, I couldn't tell you where the format is, you know what I mean? You would have to re-listen to it again, because it's not like, it's like there's bridges throughout the song or something like that, you know what I mean? Like it just switches to a different section altogether that you wouldn't expect. Like I wouldn't write a song like that. However, that shows the genius of the Beatles, you know what I'm saying? So that was cool. Old school stuff. I love watching that kind of thing, you know what I mean? And you can't say a bad word about the Beatles, you know what I'm saying? But now, let's see the King do it. I cannot imagine Elvis singing that. I was just going to put the King, Elvis. Yeah, so he does it in Aloha 1973. This has got me curious. I just cannot imagine Elvis doing that song. It just doesn't sound like something he would do, you know what I mean? Even though he can swap genres like that, we all know it. It's just a crazy one, that. It just... But that's why we're here. Let's have a listen.
Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how. Somewhere in her smile she knows.
Cool.
All I gotta do is think about her. Something in her style that shows me I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how. You're asking me, will our love grow? I don't know. I don't know. You stick around, it may show. I don't know. I don't know. Something in the way she moves
I love that.
attracts me like no
Oh.
other lover.
The bass gets me every single
Something in
time.
the way she woos me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how. You're asking me, will our love grow? Thank you. I don't know. I don't know. You stick around, it may show. I don't know. I don't know. Something in the way she moves. All I gotta do is think about her. something in the way she moves me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in her.
The little wing.
Thank you.
Right, fair play. Elvis put his own spin on it. It almost didn't sound like the same song, but it did sound like the same song, if that makes sense. Like, I'm gonna just state this right now. I think Elvis Presley, like the TCB band, and that, I don't know if the choir section is, and like the there's like the choir section, and then there's like the, you know, like the barbershop quartet with that guy with the deep, I forgot his name, you have told me 1,000 times now. The guy with the, all of his backing singers, let's just say all his backing singers and the band, I don't know if they all come as one, like if that's all part of the TCB band, or the TCB band is just the instruments. I'm not too sure. But regardless, all of them together creating the full orchestra. I don't think there's a better one out there. And you might go, no, you're being silly now. Because I actually couldn't say I've heard that many orchestras. But when it comes to live performances, they're so tight. The bass player, Jerry, I'm sure he's called Jerry by now. I'm going to double check that so it's definitely stuck in my head, but I'm pretty sure it's Jerry, the bass player, is my favourite bass player that I've ever heard. He has got something special, and every time I hear him doing his little riffs and stuff, it just blows me straight away. Does it not you? In regards to a comparison, I wouldn't like to say on this who I think is better, because I think they're totally different. And the Beatles, because it sounds like a different song, but it doesn't. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the instruments are still doing a similar thing, but the way Elvis sings it makes it sound like an Elvis song. When I heard the Beatles version, I was like, I just can't see how Elvis is gonna do this. You know what I mean? But he did. He pulled it off, and he made it Elvis. So it didn't sound the Beatles. So I wouldn't compare them, you know what I mean? I like them both. I think they're both amazing performances. But I just like doing these videos at the same time. So if there's other comparisons where you think, try these out, fair play. And leave it in the comments if you prefer any, or if you agree that they're different and they're both good in their own rights. But yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one.